I used to suffer from really, really bad panic attacks when I was younger. And genius idea. Oh, this is very smoky now. Definitely do that. If you haven't done that already, do that right now. Welcome back, guys. Happy Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's little adventure, me and Tom messing about in the Riverland. It was really good fun. It was nice to have a little break as well. Anyway, so today, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I've started getting like anxiety about trying to do daily updates and starting to put that pressure on myself. Wait, how do I explain this? Basically, in doing kind of more raw edits and not making it so kind of over the top edited, I still want to bring in the value, and then that kind of gives me anxiety. And then I thought, how about I give you guys some of my tips for how I deal with anxiety. So today's little video is literally going to be what I do to minimize anxiety. Mainly because I've got a lot of work to do, which is very dull, and Tom is also at the workshop all day, so you're not gonna see him. Oh, actually, just before we start, just in case you're new, my name is Charlie, and on this channel, I normally do longer travel films, but you know, we have to switch it up a little bit because everything is evolving, everything is changing. A, because of the world situation. B, because I'm actually 26 weeks pregnant now. So I thought I'd kind of let you guys into a little bit more of the behind the scenes of my daily life. Just kind of general stuff. Anyway, let's get started. So tip number 1. Now I'm gonna start off with one of the weirdest ones, which is I love watching ASMR, which stands for, let me get this right, Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It basically is like this really relaxing, kind of sedative sensation that you get. And there are different triggers, and a lot of them are like softly spoken or whispering or different noises or hand movements. Let me show you a tiny clip of my favorite channel to watch, just to give you a little example.
Let me run through what I'm going to do with you. So with me today, I have a myriad of items that are going to be used on you to trigger your relaxation. If you feel any sort of tingles or euphoria or just general sleepiness, that's what we're going for, and you can let me know.
I basically use ASMR if I feel like I'm gonna have like a panic attack or I'm getting really, really anxious, because it just completely switches off my brain and I just completely focus on it, and it just really calms me down and kind of lulls me into a sense of, I don't know, just security. I only found it, I'd say, about 3 or 4 years ago, but I just love listening to ASMR and watching the videos now. They just really calm me down. I mean, I don't do it all the time. I'm not like listening to it like, or watching them like 4 or 5 times a day. It's just, I'd say probably maybe once or twice a week, I'll find that I just need to just zone out, and this really helps me. I know it's a little bit weird, and when I first started watching it, I definitely was like, what the hell is this? But you really get into it. So just give it a chance and see what you think. But obviously it doesn't work for everyone, but yeah, that's one of my favorites. So number 1 is definitely the weirdest one, but it's so effective. Number 2 is a YouTube channel called New Bliss. And oh my goodness, I just love this channel so much because it has all this like relaxing, atmospheric videos that you can put onto your TV. So for instance, let's try this one here. I'm sending it over to the TV now. And if I turn this up so you can hear it, putting like atmospheric videos on in the background like this, with the fireplace going. New Bliss. Such a good channel. Seriously. I'll link them and you can check it out. But like, oh my goodness. And there's just this kind of beautiful atmosphere happening, and having this on in the background, oh, it's so nice. I think it was actually my brother Henry and his girlfriend Emily that had told me about this. They said that they used to just sit, they still do, they sit and just read and have one of these videos on in the background just as a bit of ambience, and genius idea. Yeah, I put this on, and just having that on in the background when I'm just, I don't know, just doing something, or just, I don't know, it really just calms me down. It's just a really nice little thing to have on. Yeah, I definitely recommend putting on atmospheric videos. You know, check it out. It doesn't need to be new bliss. See what's out there. Number 3, incense and candles. It's all about like your environment. So if you're feeling stressed, you kind of need to switch up your environment a little bit. And I absolutely adore, smoke's coming right towards me. I adore incense. It's all about the smells and the senses, and lighting candles. I really want to get a diffuser. So if any of you guys have any recommendations, drop it in the comments, because I don't really know which one to get and what is a good one. So yeah, let me know about that. But at the moment, I've just got incense sticks, and yeah, I just absolutely adore candles. I have them on in the evenings especially, and oh, this is very smoky now. This one is a vanilla one. Vanilla is my favorite. Number 4 and 5 is put down your phone, stop scrolling pointlessly, go for a walk, or do a jigsaw puzzle. I love a jigsaw puzzle. Tom and I have properly got into them over the last like couple of months, and this is the next one that we're going to attempt. I've never done a 2,000 piece before, so this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's maybe a tad Christmassy, but you know, Winter Wonderland. Another tip that greatly has reduced my anxiety, and you guys have probably done this already, is turn off all notifications on your phone. You do not need to know when someone has liked a photo, or you know, someone's done, I don't know, you just don't need any of the notifications. So all social media, Instagram, etc., turn off the notifications. So it means that it's not controlling you. You choose when you want to open the app. I did this about, I don't even know, probably about a year ago now, and oh, it's so refreshing, and it means I feel like I'm in control. I mean, there's sometimes when I don't even like go on like Instagram or whatever for ages. It does mean that I sometimes miss the occasional message, but it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Yeah, definitely do that. If you haven't done that already, do that right now. My next tip is that if I can't get to sleep, I listen to storybooks. It has to be something that's not really very engaging, so my brain doesn't just go like a million miles an hour. My favorite one to listen to is Alice in Wonderland. I've also been listening to Harry Potter at the moment, so that's definitely my favorite. If you are not on Audible, download Audible, because it's amazing. Not sponsored, obviously. Yeah, I'm listening to Harry Potter at the moment.
Neither Mr. Weasley nor Percy was at home much over the following week. Both left the house each morning before the rest of the family got up.
It's so therapeutic. I love it. Yeah, that's another really helpful thing that helps me to relax and go to sleep and switch off, you know. It's all about cutting down that anxiety. I hope that some of those tips are useful for you. I mean, I am a proper panicker. I overthink things all the time. I don't have the, you know, nickname or brand phrase resting panic face for nothing. I panic about a lot, and I used to suffer from really, really bad panic attacks when I was younger, and I still get like smaller panic attacks now, but I just have learned to like manage them better, or know when they're coming on. I know when my anxiety is really high. I recognize that feeling, and I immediately just do something to rectify it, because the quicker you can recognize it and do something, the better. So yeah, those are my little tips. I think it's always just about being just really conscious of your environment. You know, if you're in a stressful environment, you just need to notice that, recognize it, and then get out of that. Change it somehow, which I'm starting to get a lot better at. Still can't do it all the time, obviously, and sometimes I find it gets really overwhelming. But yeah, I hope this has been helpful. I hope you've got some value from this. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and like button. It really helps me out. It's free to do, so please support me, and I will see you tomorrow.